L'eclettico James Franco sbarca al Lido per presentare in concorso il suo film Child of God, del quale firma anche la regia.
It's an amazing performance by Scott Haze, I'll just say that. And there were a lot of actors I could have gone to, and big names and all of that, and I knew when we started going that Scott was the person for this. And I'm sure some people that watch this film will think we found some maniac living out in the woods and just shot him, but that this is an extreme kind of character, extreme situation, but it was a way for me to examine somebody that's pushed out of civilized society and someone who is extremely isolated and lonely and who wants to, in fact, connect with other people but is incapable. And it was a great way to kind of study that, and sometimes to study something that's universal or that we can all relate to. You use extreme subjects so that certain things become more stark. But sorry, it's a long answer. But anyway, one of the things that also struck me about the book when I first read it was there's a scene where he's trying to hide a body, and he is trying to pull it up to the attic, and he's just having a hard time, and he tries to pull it up a ladder, and he can, and then he's like pulling it up with a rope. And it just struck me that here was a killer that was kind of bumbling, that he wasn't just this mysterious dark figure out in the woods, that in fact he wasn't very good at what he was doing.
I had my girlfriend and I really went through the script together, so I wanted to get her take on a lot of stuff in terms of what parts of myself that I could see in this. So it has more, it has heart to it. It's not just some maniac that's running around doing these deeds. He's a man truly isolated from society, and I think that anybody put in that circumstance, if they find those different elements of what it would be like to be that isolated.
I love directing. I've made the switch before, but I see both jobs as being in the same kind of ballpark. You're in both cases, you're helping to tell a story. You're bringing a story to life on screen. It's just you're doing it from different positions. And isolation is a subject that comes up in a lot of the movies that I've made. Not consciously, I don't consciously choose that, but it just seems to happen. And so I guess that was one thing I was drawn to. And you also, when you kind of make things or make films, sometimes you're just struck by something. You read something and you don't exactly know all the reasons you want to do it, but the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and to me that's a signal. It's like, okay, there's something vital there that I'm responding to, and I think I can do something with this. So I had that experience with this book when I read it for the first time.